Hello world! It's been a while and welcome back to my channel. My name is Wenai and on my channel I talk about money, investing, self-improvement and anything that makes your life better. It's beginning of the year and when it's beginning of the year, it's also the tax season. A lot of people during this time are rushing into the bank to purchase an IRA to lower their tax bracket. But when it comes to retirement planning, there's so much more than putting $5,500 into a money market saving just to take that deduction on your last year's tax return. So in this video, I want to talk to you about the differences between an IRA and Roth IRA 401k and a Roth 401k. And hopefully you can have a better understanding of what they are and what the differences is, and you can make a better decision for your own retirement planning. So let's get started. When it comes to investment and retirement planning, a lot of people think it's impossible for us to learn because there's so many different things out there and they all seem very complicated. Unfortunately, there are a lot of jargons and professional terms in the investment world. And in the history of investment, that is how it was because you have to know a broker to be able to buy and sell. So investment is not something that is accessible to everybody. And somehow being able to use those jargons and terms make people seem smarter and richer. So instead of using all the terms, I'm going to try to explain things in everyday scenarios. And hopefully this will help you understand and make more sense to you. Think your retirement life as this big, most amazing party that you're going to attend. Your whole life you've been waiting for this moment, you've been preparing for this party, and this party will last for a long time. All you need to do is to make sure every day you have most amazing dress to show up at the party and looking the best version of yourself. Retirement planning is this big closet of yours so that you can prepare for this party and make sure you have the best wardrobe for the party. And in this closet, you might have different organizers like a dresser or a shoe rack or a shelf or maybe an accessory box, whatever you might need. And these organizers are your 401k, your IRA, your SEP IRA, or 403b, whatever you might need to make your closet organized to hold the most items and make sure they're taken care of, they're clean, so you can be ready when the party starts. So all these terms that I just mentioned, they are just an organizer. They are empty shelf or empty dresser. They don't represent any specific investment. You decide what you want to put into them to make sure you're prepared for this party. So the difference between a 401k and IRA is that 401k is normally employer sponsored. So if you're working for a company and they offer 401k as one of the benefits, you will be able to contribute to that account. And normally a company would offer some sort of match to your 401k contribution. So it's kind of like you buying a clothes in a discount store where they offer buy one get one free deal. Whereas IRA, as its name, individual retirement account, is independent from any employers or sponsors. So you can contribute to your own IRA as long as you have earned income. So now, how do you decide whether to contribute to a 401k or an IRA account? Generally speaking, if your company is offering any sort of match, you want to contribute at least to the match limit. So for example, if your company is matching 5% of your income, then you want to contribute at least 5% of your income to your 401k so you can get that buy one get one free deal. The second thing you want to pay attention to is the investments that your company is offering under your 401k plan. So this is a big difference between 401k and IRA. Under 401k, you cannot buy whatever you want to buy. You only can choose from whatever your employer is offering. However, Under an IRA account, you can pretty much buy anything that is out there. You can buy individual stocks, you can buy index funds, you can buy ETFs. So you want to pay attention to see what your employer is offering. If they're offering something that has higher expense ratio and they have very limited selections, then it may make sense for you to contribute your extra money to an IRA account. Where if your employer is offering something that's very reasonable, has very low expense ratio, then it goes to the third point for you to make a decision. The third point I want to point out to help you make a decision to choose in between a 401k and an IRA account is the amount of control you have over those accounts. Under a 401k account, you don't really have a lot of control. The options are limited to start with, and once you have your selection, the money is automatically taken out of your payroll, so you don't really have a say of when to buy or really what to buy, because once it's set, everything is automatic. Under an IRA plan, you have access to pretty much the entire market, and you can buy and sell. As long as you don't take money out of your IRA account before retirement, you can do whatever your heart desires. So you kind of have to know what type of investors you are. If you're someone who wants more control over an investment and have a better understanding of investment as a whole, then maybe IRA would be best suited for you to best strategize for your retirement. But if you're someone who has tendency to time the market, I would say stay with 401k, because 401k will limit the temptation of you buying low and sell high and end up not making money in the long run. Now let's talk about Roth. So both 401k and IRA has a twin sister or brother that is Roth 401k or Roth IRA. And the main difference, I would say, the only difference is whether it's pre-tax or after-tax when you contribute to this plan. So for both 401k and IRA, if you are contributing to the plan before you pay income tax, that would be a traditional 401k or IRA. If you are contributing to those plans after you pay income tax, then it will be a Roth plan. The reason why there are two different types of 401k and IRA is because we don't know what's going to happen to our income tax. If the income tax stays the same from today till the day you retire, till the end of your retirement, then there's no difference whether you contributing pre-tax or after-tax, because it's going to be the same amount of money you're paying. But because we don't know what's going to happen, people have different expectations, different beliefs, different theories. So now there are different types of 401ks and IRAs. One of the main reasons people contribute to traditional 401k or IRA is because they believe they will be in a lower tax bracket when they reach their retirement, because they're working today, so their income is higher. But when they reach their retirement, they will no longer be working, therefore their income will be lower, and at that time they'll be paying a lower income tax. So the money you're contributing pre-tax will be taxed when you withdraw, which means you will be taxed at a lower tax bracket. However, a counter argument to that is that we are at a historical low income tax right now, which is very unbelievable because tax is very, very high, especially if you're living in California. But anyways, so because we're at the historical low income tax, there is a possibility that in the future our income tax will be higher than what we are right now. So even if you're making less money, you still are subject to higher income tax. In 401k world, a Roth 401k just became more and more popular in the past couple years. A lot of companies started to offer both traditional and Roth 401k. But remember, it doesn't matter if you're contributing to a traditional or Roth, your employer match will always be in a traditional 401k. Now let's talk about the difference between a Roth 401k versus a Roth IRA. One of the biggest advantages of having a Roth IRA is that you will be able to withdraw your contribution part at any time without penalty. That is not recommended, by the way. That is just an option that is available to you out there in case of emergency. And that is for real emergencies only. Anyways, the same rules does not apply to Roth 401k. In order for you to withdraw under a Roth 401k plan without paying taxes and penalty is if you reach your retirement age, which is 59 and a half, and the account has to be established for at least 5 years. So if you want to withdraw under your Roth 401k plan, the only way for you to do that is to roll over your Roth 401k into a Roth IRA plan. And that rollover can only be accomplished if you have a separation event, which means you leave your employer where you're making contribution to your 401k at. So if you quit your job, if you move to a new company, you will be able to roll your 401k to a IRA plan. And from there, you can use the Roth IRA rules to withdraw from your IRA plan. A lot of people struggle with the decision of whether to contribute to a traditional plan or a Roth plan. And that's because, like I said, nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. So let me get my crystal ball. Oh wait, I don't have a crystal ball. Oops. So I guess that decision is back to you. Well, that decision is indeed very personal. It really depends on your situation, your belief, and your expectation of future. And for me personally, I prefer a Roth plan over a traditional plan because I like to minimize uncertainties for the future when it comes to money. Because if that's something I can pay today and I don't have to worry about what tax rate is, then I prefer to take care of that today. If the money I prepare for my retirement is in after-tax account, or at least majority of it is in my after-tax account, then I know exactly how much money I'll have left and how to prepare for my retirement. But if they are in pre-tax account at that time, maybe income tax becomes 60% or something crazy, then it's going to change my FI number dramatically. I might have to take on another job for a couple years. I have to change my lifestyle, which is not something I want to worry about when I reach my retirement. When I'm ready for the party, I want to go to the party and not worry about anything else. So in this video, I didn't really talk about numbers. I didn't give you a contribution limit. I didn't give you the age limit or anything like that because those are very easy to find. A simple Google search will give you the most accurate number that you need. I wanted to use this video to tell you what they are and to explain to you they're not some scary, secretive thing that you can never understand. I just wanted to give you an overview of what they are, what the main differences is, and why people are struggling with making decisions in between this and that, so you can feel a little bit more confident to know them a little bit more and make a decision for yourself. And remember, there's no right or wrong decision. It's your life, it's your retirement, it's your money. So just ask yourself, what do you think? What do you believe? Go with what makes you feel most comfortable so you can sleep better at night and be more prepared for retirement, for that party. With that, I'm gonna end the video because I've been recording while it was still bright outside and now it's nighttime. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you enjoyed it so much that you can help yourself to smash the like button and also subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!